Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we have the Fallout 4 enhanced color correction, but this time it's the gloomy version. So this is the darker, kind of like less saturated version. I don't know if you could tell right away. I could tell right away. The second I loaded the game up, this game is now gloomy. And this is the right word to describe it here. So this is 9 o'clock in the morning, the sun is up. This is usually how I record my videos because it's usually nice and bright. But it feels less bright. Like, I don't know if that's the best way to describe it necessarily, but the deal definitely is, like, it's not, I wouldn't say darker. I mean, obviously you get some of that effect with the color correction anyway. We talked about that in the last video with the original version, is that the contrast is enhanced, right? So darks are darker and brights are brighter. But this gloomy version really kind of gets rid of the brightness, I guess, right? And everything feels less saturated. Like we turn the color saturation down of things. Now, obviously, mod isn't going to be for everybody, but it does have the effect of making things seem bleak, right? Like dark, like, oh man, everything's bad. It's just nasty. Yeah, this is the sun shining, good nice time, right? So obviously we're gonna go back in here to my cheat terminal portable, and we're gonna mess around with weathers and times and so on and so forth, and kind of see what it looks like here. But I mean, just absolutely turn the colors down, right? It's not like black and white levels, but like we've very much went in our display settings and turned that saturation setting down essentially. So let's turn some weathers on though. Let's make it dark skies, I guess. Make it gloomy. It's darker. It is the dark skies weather effect doesn't dramatically change the way the game looks. But it does look gloomier. The sun doesn't even, I mean, it's still bright. It's a sun, but like it doesn't do crazy things with that. So let's go back into world manipulation here and change the weather. Let's make it foggy, maybe? We can check that out. Fog is still one of the effects that doesn't change too much. It didn't really change with the enhanced color correction either, right? We didn't get the super bright colors. So this fog just kind of eats everything, right? Fog is fog, right? It is still just very depressing. I'm like depressed, man. I needed to do some antidepressants just to play the game with these settings on. It's maybe not the particular mod for me either. I like my stuff bright and colorful and stuff, right? So let's put some rain on. We still get some of that nice lightning effect. I don't know if you guys saw that, but lightning is still pretty bright. Because you're still getting the enhanced contrast, right? So that's the big thing with all the Fallout 4 enhanced color corrections is there's the original version, which you covered last week, or something like a couple weeks ago. I didn't really know how my mods work and stuff, but then we have this gloomier version, which is obviously like desaturated, and then we have a brighter version we'll get to later, so we'll see how that one works and stuff. But it is dark and depressing. Like even these lights, like we compared this, we looked at the lights in the Red Rocket, like the lights being extremely bright. They are still bright, but they're not nearly as bright as the original version, right? Where it's really punchy and stuff. Everything is just kind of like gloomy, and the rain really enhancing that effect, right? Like that's the whole point. So let's go Radstorm here. I think that's the next way we'll go with that in terms of weather. Just to give a good look at that. So you could definitely tell the lack of color saturation with this, because obviously normally during a radiation storm things turn pretty green, and we're lacking a lot of the green color here, right? So it's like a dull, like everything like dull, right? Like I guess is a good word for it. It's like a dull green tone on everything, and it is kind of nasty, right? Gross. It does have a certain effect though. It does, like I said, bring the mood down, right? So let's take a look at other things here though. We'll go back in here to the game alterations, and we'll change up the time and stuff. But we'll first of all make the weather clear again. As a reminder, this is what it looks like by default. Still just like everything, even the saturation of the ground, like these brown and tan colors of the grass and stuff, just look very, like even more dead than they usually do. Like I guess this little bush here is like red, but you could like barely tell that it's red. It's just like sucked all the life out of it, right? The Red Rocket gas station, which is like normally extremely bright red and very like full of color almost to a degree. We'll show this off really well at nighttime, but let's take a look at some other different times as we're going through here. So if we change the time, we're currently at 9 in the morning ish, right? Like let's go 6 p.m. We're gonna get like that sunset look. So this is the sunset where we have, because like normally Fallout 4 turns extremely orange at sunrise and at sunset, and this is not. It is still there, but it's not like as dramatic of an effect, which is kind of a good thing if you think about it, right? Because I think it almost turns too orange, especially like in Fallout 76. Obviously, this is not Fallout 76, but like Fallout 76 really turned up how much the sunset looks like sunset. But this, I mean, like the redness color, right? We're lacking here and stuff, and all these things, right? Like, it all, like I said, I mentioned this in the last time. It all depends on your display and what you're watching this on. So it's kind of complicated to describe what this looks like, but this is gloomy. So let's make it midnight. I'm gonna show nighttime. Nighttime is extremely dark, still extremely dark. It does take a second to kind of like load in here. I don't know why I could see so much in the distance though, right? Like, it's like it's actually less dark. I don't know what, like, if there's a weird effect going on here, but like it seems, I don't know what has gone on with my game, but like it seems like the darkness doesn't spread very far. That seems like a weird effect. So what we're going to do, I'm gonna quickly like save and reload the game, and then I'll see if I can fix it. Okay. So I have saved and reloaded the game. It's still having a weird effect here. I don't know if this is my particular game or if this is just how the mod is supposed to be or whatever, but like it's like gray, right? Like I want to see, I'm gonna mess around with things here a little bit on this to try to get it to work. So what if we maybe change the weather as we're here, right? So like let's make the weather clear, like reset. Yeah, that reset it. There we go. Okay, so the weather is now clear. This is, we get the full dark effect. It was like some kind of weird weather bug or whatever. It doesn't seem as dark, actually. I want to say, like, it is not as dark as the original one, right? Like, I could see a lot more, like, and the lights, well, in general, the lights aren't as bright, so, like, it doesn't give you as dramatic of a contrast effect of where the brights are extremely bright. Like, everything is kind of toned down. Dark is still really dark here. This is much darker than the vanilla game by a lot, but the brights aren't nearly as bright either. These lights here inside the red rocket are not nearly as warm and welcoming, I guess, in that extent. Some of these lights are, like fairly bright, but like it's not. Oh, now they're loaded in. Never mind. It's doing some weird things for me on my game sometimes, right? But now they're bright and warm and welcoming. It's doing some weird stuff. But it is still gloomier, right? Like it is dark, even in the light. Sheffield, why are you sleeping in my bed? That's my bed, dude. He doesn't even give a shit. He doesn't give a fuck about nothing. We'll go to like early in the morning here though, because we'll show that time off. Obviously, this is just one place, right? Like, so 6 a.m. sunrise, right? We also normally start to expect to get that orange effect here, maybe in a little bit. But you can even see it's like it is just dull, which is not a bad thing, because I think Fallout 4, if you want it to be that way, could be a dark game, right? It is a post-apocalyptic. Things are nasty and bad, and everything, is dark and shitty. Everything sucks, right? So like you give it that gloomy, dark tone to kind of match that effect with this mod, if that's the kind of thing you're into. I know there's all kinds of other mods you can do, right? You could do, your Calamity Weathers. You could do your NACX. There's all kinds of weather mods. I think you could combine the two. I don't see why you couldn't. I haven't personally done that myself, but I don't see why you wouldn't do something like that. So you guys let me know what you think of the gloomy version of the Fallout 4 enhanced color correction with this mod here. I personally prefer my colors. I like the original version a lot because I like just like a nice punchy, like just vibrant color. I really am a big fan of that. Like just turn the color up a little bit. I have like a wide color gamut monitor, right? Like I can display a lot of colors, right? So I want to have those colors pop and really be clear and easy to see and stuff here. And this mod is just like, oh, no colors at all, right? Like it would be bad, I think, for me particularly too, because like this is a thing that y'all can't maybe relate to as much. But like I gotta make videos, right? So like I gotta have like things pop out and be clear and easy to see. And this makes it like harder to show off the different colors of things and so on and so forth. But it's all personal preference. It is dark. It is gloomy. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you guys would like to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page and the Nexus mod page, so you can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. That way you can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it's going to be, and I'll see you in the next episode.